Hi, I'm Christy. I want to talk to you today about AJ's final IEP, or Individualized Education Plan, meeting. Now, at the beginning of May, we had his final IEP meeting, but that is a bit of a misleading statement. It was his annual IEP, or like I said, Individualized Education Plan. It's the plan that governs how he interacts with his school day. Now, we hit the point where we also had his MDT, or multidisciplinary, and I forget what the T is, but it's a 3-year reevaluation that does more in-depth evaluations and testings. Now, they recommended that we just waive it this year because not a lot has changed in the last 3 years. We agreed with them, and so we waived it, but we had to sign the paperwork during this meeting to make it official. Now, when we got to the IEP meeting, they went through everything, and we agreed with the test results and the suggested goals for the next year. So the meeting itself was relatively painless and fairly quick. It was really more of a formality than anything else. We had to get this done before the current one expired. Now, in saying all of that, I'm sure a lot of you are totally jealous, and we are incredibly blessed that we have teachers and staff that really do push for the best for these kids. And so I haven't had to have so many of the major fights that I've heard many families have. And like I said, this is not the norm for most families that have IEPs, and it makes me really sad to say that, but that is the truth. Probably the biggest difference this time was that AJ had to sign the paperwork, not me. Now that he's over 18, he has control of his school file. I had already signed a form that gave me continued access to his records, but I can no longer officially sign for him, which really isn't a big deal, it's just an adjustment. Now you're probably wondering, why does he need an IEP if he's graduating in less than a month? Well, the reason there is that he didn't graduate with a typical diploma. He had graduated with what our district calls an adjusted diploma. Now this means that he can't go to college on the typical path because he didn't officially complete all the requirements for graduation. Now, when you look at the fact that he's functioning at a mid-elementary level, not too surprising. But the best part is that he can continue to be a student of our school district. Yes, you heard me right. He gets to continue in high school for a few more years. Legally, he qualifies for what are called post-secondary programs. And there are a number of them in our district, but there's 2 that we're looking at specifically for him. He can attend these programs until his 22nd birthday. At that point, he officially ages out and can no longer attend school. Now, I was hoping we could get him into one of those programs this fall, but that didn't happen. So he's going to return to the same class that he was been in for all of high school. And he's actually really excited about it. He keeps telling me, "Mom, I will be a super senior," and he's super excited. He's seen a number of the kids in his class graduate and then come back, so this isn't totally new to him. And we're blessed with a teacher that really pushes his kids to reach their fullest potential. And so he's developed a schedule for AJ that will allow him to continue to develop job and life skills that he needs so that he can benefit and succeed in life in the future. One of those things is working in the cafeteria during both lunch periods at their school and help the custodial crew. He did this for the last few months of the last school year and absolutely thrived. He can't wait to get back there. So this IEP meeting that we had will cover this coming school year, and we'll work on continuing to help him develop these life skills and some job skills that he will need in the future. So my question for you this week is this: what adjustments do you make that have helped your loved one succeed? I would love to hear about them. You can leave me a comment below or leave me a comment on my blog at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in August of 2018. Any comments that you leave may just be the missing piece that some other family might need to help their loved one. So I would really appreciate it if you'd leave a comment. I'd also appreciate it if you'd share this with anybody that you think would enjoy it or could find it helpful. And as always, if you want to make sure that you find out about the latest content as it's released, you can sign up for my email list over on the blog. I promise to only send things that I think you'll find helpful, informational, or useful. I find myself very grateful as these plans are falling into place to help AJ succeed, and I'm fully embracing the fact that life is good and there is never a dull moment.